Melvin, Steckle, just outside of Harriston. The family farm, we've been here for 30-some years. Run about 530 head of beef cattle. Have some beef cows on a different farm. We run about 500 acres here. I farm with my son and two of the daughters. We have some smaller enterprises, a farm market, and a garden center. So I've been getting my cattle from the west for the last number of years. Blacks, they come in at 510 pounds. I usually get a truckload at a time, and I stagger that every 2 weeks till I have 5 load here. So this is a chute where the calves come and the fats leave. The old bank barn is on this side. You can see we took the old wall out and put a curtain in. So that's where the calves are. And then we move over, the fats are over on this side. When the calves arrive, they all come through the chute here where they get processed. Everything that happens that day, that's automatically recorded on this system here. And then we can forward that for the corn-fed beef records. So every animal that goes across the scale, everything gets recorded here. This is the last animal that went through, had a yellow tag, 313. The RFID tag numbers here because I used this tag scanner. So everything gets recorded here. Here's his weight, the different things he received that day, and there's more if you went onto a different page. When they come back for reimplanting, everything gets recorded here, comes up automatically, the average daily gain from the previous time they went through. So this is the old part of the barn. This is where the calves come in when they arrive. They can all, a whole truckload, they can all eat at one time. This is where they get their hay and feedlot starter ration. They're in here for 2.5 weeks. And for ventilation, we took out some old barn walls and put turkey curtains in for better airflow. So these 2 load of cattle came in 4.5 weeks ago. Came in at 525 pounds. They were on a hay feedlot starter diet. Now I've moved them to a corn silage, haylage, high moisture diet. So the DDGs that I buy in are over here. Dry roll corn on this side, and here's some of the hay that gets put into the starter diet for the calves that are coming. And then it's high moisture corn that gets grown on the farm, and then there's 3 pits. The first one is all corn silage, the middle one is corn silage with haylage in the bottom that gets fed to the background cattle, and then the corn silage on the far side. So this is an outside bunk for the last of the fats here, corn-fed diet. Everything gets recorded across a mixer scale. So in the ingredients is a little bit of corn silage, high moisture corn, and a little bit of wheat. Most of that gets grown on the farm here. DDGs, I have to buy them in a premix package. So this is a pen of the last of the fats that are left. They're bedded on corn stover. They're about 1650 right now, so they'll be leaving the next couple weeks. As far as the cropping side of it, we try to have a pretty good rotation. Most of the corn silage ground goes into wheat, And high moisture corn, all that comes here. We run it here with the grain buggies. Everything's across the scale for inventory reasons. And the manure gets taken back out on the fields, and then we take corn stover off the high moisture cornfields for bedding. So we have 2 to 3 years out of 4 we're in corn. Corn silage ground goes into winter wheat. After winter wheat we salt test, which is every 2 or 3 years. And for high moisture corn, most of that stover also goes for bedding here on the farm.